Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. All right, bear with me for a minute. I got to get my bearings. I had a game crash here and I had to go back to an autosave, so I want to make sure I'm remembering what's going on here. So we're focusing on packages and our freight cars are going up, so we need to just be in growth mode with package emphasis. Okay. So we've got our nice big long line going, taking passengers and mail and goods from Atlanta all the way up to, where is it? Great Falls, way up here in the Northwest. And we've gone ahead and connected from Great Falls to two of our competitors so that we can start hauling passengers and mail all the way up here and then kind of handing them off to our competitors to improve the volume of passengers and mail that go across our main big line here. And this main big line, when it's full, makes us a bunch of money, which is great. And so we've got a bunch of good, and we've also up here, from Indianapolis, we went out here and connected to Toledo, which was another of our third competitor. And that way we can use his infrastructure to move, to hopefully move even more passengers and mail. And we've also helping him out, I guess, in terms of growing Toledo. There was no meat coming in there, so we set up this line to Chicago to run meat into Toledo. Now, as I recall, I was in the middle of actually running from Chicago up to Minneapolis to set up another line, and when I had the crash. So that's I've kind of gone backwards a little bit. I lost this line right here. So that's where we are. So let's just take a good look and make sure that's what we want to do next. The crash gives us the opportunity to be a little reflective and see how we're doing. So we've got 1.3 million. We could very easily start buying people out because, for example, take this orange guy. The volume that's going between Toledo and Pittsburgh, he's getting. The volume that's going between Pittsburgh and Washington, he's getting. So I think we could buy him out pretty cheaply and maybe keep his infrastructure because he's got a nice a station here we could use. He's got stations we could use up here with some modification to feed some resources into Toledo and other cities. Then we could use this line and start getting credit for all this traffic ourselves and run more lines than he's running. Same thing here, more lines than he's running. And then we could even turn around here and go out here to New York and pick up New York and Portland. And then we'd be able to carry passengers and mail all the way from Portland, Maine, all the way across the country. Oh, so far, well, actually, all the way to Seattle. We could go from Portland, Maine to Seattle, Washington. That's a pretty good haul. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy out the orange dude. Who is orange? Orange is Doc. So Doc, let's see. What's it going to cost to buy you? He's going to cost us that's nothing. 3.2 million to buy Doc. So let's see how much money we can raise here. We'll pay off our current bonds if we can. Yeah, and we can. So let's wait and pay off that other one. It's a little over $1 million. So once we have about 1.1 million, we'll go in and pay that off. Then we'll open up some big bonds and buy out Doc. That's the plan. And we won't liquidate. We'll keep his infrastructure. And we could even use a reporter to drive down his prices a little bit. But yeah, why don't we? Let's do that. I never do that, and why not? Let's go out here, hit this reporter. We want to hit Doc. not sure if we get to see a report like coming out of Toledo or how this works. We certainly see them when they do it to us, but I'm not sure what happens. Okay, I guess we've already done the deed. So, oh, here it is. Problems in Pittsburgh. That's his city. Okay, good. So that means his stock price will take a little dive. So this is a good time to go buy him. What's he going to cost us? Wrong guy, wrong guy. 3.5. Okay, so we'll pay off that one, and we'll do one for 1.5, do another one for 1.7. There we go, lovely. And now we can afford to buy Doc. Yeah, 3.3. That's good. His price did go down. And we're going to merge with him, but we are not going to liquidate. So we came out of that still good shape on money, and now we own all those lines. So what we want to do immediately is take advantage of them. We want to double track them and get some, let's see, I want to get rid of this little mess right here. And the nice thing is we still get refunds for these individual pieces that we take out. So that's something I just learned myself in this last, one of the recent videos I did, the ones that have just come out recently for me. All right, so we're going to run this Pittsburgh to Toledo line out of our station right here. Already has a tower, nice. Okay, and we'll run trains emphasizing mail, or prioritizing mail. And now we've got all these employees of his that we can start putting on these lines. And definitely conductor. Different conductor. Okay. And sure. Okay. And we're just going to have to copy it because they're putting these people on them at the same time is too slow. I just can't keep up. I'm not fast enough. I'm going to save the security guards for better lines. And let's copy again. Okay, and now we want to expand and run a line to Washington, to our new terminal in Washington. Okay. And let's run about 6 trains between Pittsburgh and Washington. Three, 4, 5, and 6. All right. And we do want to, do we want to go out to New York and Portland? Probably. We're getting there on our packages. Our quarterly revenues got a ways to go. Our last one should have been 652. Yep, got a ways to go. I want to go down here and pick up this beer meat line to Jacksonville. Let's run 6 trains between Atlanta and Jacksonville. And Jacksonville and Atlanta. Okay, that should be a good one. And we're trying to work our way over here to get this mail car. So what's our best way to get there? Probably through here, I think. And I keep forgetting it's only 1832. We haven't even been at this 2 years yet. But still. Oh, and the veggies. What are we doing on veggies? 0. Oh my goodness. Ooh, timeout. Okay. we have to produce 249 loads of vegetables, not ship 249. So I was about to mess up big time there. What we need to do is buy vegetable farms, like that guy right there. Wow, it's a lot of money. That's my fault. Should have bought it first. But we've got a lot of money, so no problem. All right, and then we are going to expand it and expand it. And we may even want to consider running it off to a warehouse. Do we want to do that? No, I think we'll let it keep shipping the way it is. But we might want to think about, since we're now knowing we have to produce vegetables, we found them over here, which is not our strongest place, that's for sure. Where are they? I'm sorry, I know I've done this before, but I gotta go vegetable hunting again. Right here. Where could we ship these things? Not really any good place. I think we'd be better off just keeping this one at a high level. But let's run some down to Oklahoma City. We can hook it up with this corn line. Like so. Now you notice I didn't do the merging line to come out like this and loop around, because it's going to run into the that bridge right there. So it's going to be clumsy. So I'm just going to let it come in like this. The veggies will come down like this. The veggie train will come down here, wait for its chance to get on the line and go out, and then when it comes off, it'll just go right across. So this is a simplified merger right here when you just kind of cut it off before the main trunk line you're trying to merge with. And I believe we might be light on, yeah, there's a tower down there. Let's give them another tower just to be sure. Okay. And let's run a veggie line to Oklahoma City. And we'll have to keep an eye on this to see if we're going to be producing them fast enough. Okay, it is taking them. That's a good sign. So we're starting to produce. Good deal. That should have been happening probably a year ago. Oh well. All right. So back to what we were doing. We picked up Jacksonville. Let's pick, oh, we need to feed Jacksonville wheat if we can. Is there wheat around here? I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's way up here. Oh, look, look, look. Vegetables here. Okay, all the more reason to go up and get New York, and I hadn't spotted those before. The veggies here, we can buy those veggies. In fact, I'm going to do that before I forget. For half the price that other farm cost me. There we go. Now we own this one, so we're going to want to send it into Washington for sure. I would say Washington, Pittsburgh, New York, and Portland possibly from here. So let's just go ahead and bite the bullet and put in a large station. And run this one to Washington. And we can actually run multiple trains there because it won't be just the veggies, it'll also be wheat that Washington needs. And since we prioritized vegetables, any vegetables that it needs will go first, but then it can top off with wheat. So like right there, it got 2 more vegetables and then topped off with wheat. This one will probably be all wheat. Yep. So that will actually work out very nicely. And we've got beer here, so it's going to need a lot of wheat. So let's just give it some more trains. Okay, that was a good deal right there. We could do the same for Pittsburgh, which also has a beer industry. Lovely, lovely. How bad is this going to be? Okay, running to here. Okay, now we can run a line from here to Pittsburgh. Priority vegetables. And you'll notice it's loading wheat because Pittsburgh probably isn't big enough yet to take vegetables, but we can help fix that by putting a museum in, helping it grow. When that wheat starts showing up, that will help it grow because it's not getting any. Sawmill, it's barely getting wood, so we can give it a little wood and help it grow some more. That would probably be a good thing. And we'll have to jump a track here, it looks like. We either have to jump a track or do a bunch of deleting. Okay, one thing I do want to do, I want to take this line right here, and I want to give it, make sure that we use our conductors on it. So slow down. We're actually going to reassign these guys because we make the most money on this long line hauling that mail. Sure, we'll take that. Oh, increase the number of packages. You better believe we want that. We're going to bid whatever it takes to get this one. Thank you, thank you. Okay, that was a very good one to get, and that was just a lucky accident. I'd like to take credit for that, but that was just luck. But we still are working our way out to this guy. Okay, so let's hold off here and see how we're doing. We're up to 92,000 packages in growing. We've done very few. This Atlanta to Great Falls, we may have to switch it over to passenger traffic here at some point, because I think we're hauling a bunch of packages. Yeah, look at this. Look at all this. Look at all this mail. Well, we'll just let it run mail until it's done, and then we can flip it over and run passengers. We should be just raking in the packages. Okay. So just to, for out of curiosity's sake, let's run this guy in and see what he's going to give us in terms of money. Ooh, there's something else too. We can actually put a business in here. So hold on a second. What can we send back to Atlanta that would be good? We can send textiles back to Atlanta because we've got cotton right down here. So let's put a nice weaving business here in Great Falls, and let's put a station right here. Okay, so that'll make our line going back from Great Falls even better. Let's see what kind of money did this guy make for us. 40,000. Okay, excellent. We should be making good money from our packages now, I would hope. This one, here we go. Let's see what a load of packages gives us in terms of money. 51,000. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay, we should be doing well on this number now, and we shouldn't have any trouble getting this quarterly revenue from transporting mail. And keys are, of course, emphasizing mail and also having this nice long line. And also I do believe that all these connections where we're connected up to all these cities all across the map helps us with the passenger traffic and the mail traffic. But I can't swear on a Bible to that one, but I'm pretty sure. And what do we got a bonus here? Connection bonus. Oh, bless you. Of course we'll take that. Okay. So hold on here. Slow down. Okay, we want to run from Washington. And by the way, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think it's weird that Baltimore isn't on this map. Baltimore was like the railroad town back in the day, back in the 1830s, 1850s. The Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, and they got it in the campaign missions. They got it right in the campaign missions. That was the way it was. But for whatever reason, they've got Washington on here which I get. Washington's the capital. But why don't they have Baltimore? It's just weird. To me, it's weird. There we go. That's nice to make money on building a line. That's always a good deal. Look at this, another beer meat line. We may as well head on up to Portland. Which, by the way, is another beer meat line. We probably don't even need this priority packaging anymore. I think we're going to blow those numbers away. But I'll just keep doing it. They're the conductor. I'll hire him, but I think I'm going to steal him later. I don't pay blackmail. Okay. All right, we're starting to look better. Let's see what this June number, we're about to come up to a quarter's end. We'll see what our next number is for our quarterly revenue on transporting mail. Should be pretty good. Over $1 million, I would guess. Okay, let's see how we did. Yep, a little over 1 million. So we are knocking on the door here, and what do we got left? We need another 400,000, which we probably will get just from the growth that we're getting here, but we're going to make sure. We're going to get this guy right here. Now, next we get 300, we can get the mail car and start adding that onto them and increase our profits even more. So we're in great shape there. I'm going to go for the cheap bonus here for a second. Oh, come on. The really cheap bonus. There we go. Okay, so where are we? Oh, the other thing I want to do, we've got that goal of these. All right, we're looking better on our vegetable production. We can buy Jonathan. I'm not worried about that at all. This is the biggie that's going to hold us back probably. And freight, we're going to have to keep growing and keep doing our freight. And what I want to do actually now is to grow Great Falls so that we can put an attraction in there. We want to get it up to 60,000 and put an attraction, which will cause more and more people to want to go to Great Falls. And that way, and then as soon as we hit that quarterly revenue profit for our mail, we're going to take this line that runs from Atlanta to Great Falls and switch it over to priority passengers. So I really want to grow Great Falls. So let's just see what it needs. It's in a kind of a clumsy spot up there, but we can give it wood. We definitely know it could use wood. So let's give it wood. Let's see from down here, I think. So we can go through this gap in the mountains. Ooh, the Jervis. Okay, we are going to, I'm going to buy that one first. And then I'm going to copy a couple of times, and then we're going to do a mass update. And $9 million. That's a lot of money. It's worth it. So pay that off. Pay that off. Take that out. Take that out. Now we have our $9 million. And we're going to use that money to flip around. Here we go. All right, we just sped up everything from 27 to 21. We picked up another 6 miles an hour for $9 million. It's a lot of money for 6 miles an hour, isn't it? Okay. We're almost there. The logs will probably push us over. I don't think they need fruit yet. Yes, they do. Okay, good. All right, so sugar, milk, and corn. Corn would be great if we could find corn nearby. There's corn and here's sugar. We could run it across, share this line right here, but I don't want to cause a traffic jam. So I want to run across it. And come in on that line. Okay, now our sugar can come in right there next to it. Oh, there's some really good ones here I really want, but we'll hold off for that mail car. Probably don't need the mail car, but September is another quarter. Let's see how we're doing on our quarterly. We're at 150,000 on this. We're at 1833. We'd love to finish before 1835. I think we will. And let's just see how we do on our September numbers. And our freight is doing okay. This is a big one. It's not so great, but it'll get a lot better here in a little bit. So let's just run it up to the end of September and see what happens. I'm hoping we knock this thing out right here, this quarterly thing. Quarterly revenue from transporting mail. I just got a message that Jacksonville has grown. Let's not waste an opportunity. We can probably put a business in there. Unless it's just, yeah. We can put a business. What do we want? We want... Well, guess we want our usual textile company, don't we? Although, yeah, I think it's the best bet. Oh, wrong way. task completed. So, yes, we hit our quarterly number. Just curiosity's sake, we're at 1.9 million, so we blew it out of the water. Good. Now, decision time. We're in good shape on this packages, so I'm going to change my emphasis. It's time to switch over and get working on this guy here because that's a big number. 6,000 is a big number. All right, so we've pretty much hit all our mail goals. We've got a few more packages to deliver. That'll just happen over the course of time. It's time to switch over our emphasis to passengers, and that means it's a good time to end this episode. It's pretty long already. So we're going to cut it off here. We've done a good job of getting our mail goals hit. We've moved a ton of mail, made a lot of money moving that mail, and now we're going to switch our emphasis to passengers, and we'll deal with that in part 4. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.